Okay, so I've been potting up some of my fruit trees and berry bushes and focusing on the blueberries. I actually found I've got quite a few blueberries. I thought I had about 10, but I think I've got about 7 here. I've got 2 over there, and I have 1 on the balcony, and in the greenhouse I probably have another handful, maybe another 7. So I think I'm done with blueberries. I think I have about 9 varieties possibly. I know there's a lot more than that, but potting them up this year to give them what they need before these buds basically bloom, and then I wouldn't want to do any up potting on that, because once they bloom, you don't want to knock the flowers off, because basically if you knock the flowers off, you're not going to get any berries. So what I did was I gave them the next size up pot, and then I made a mixture of Canberra organic mulch and mushroom compost, and we actually got our coffee grounds. We saved them up and used them in our garden. Sorry, that's a bit loud from the road. And I mixed it in because it actually gives blueberries the acidity they need, and it actually helps them to produce more, which is what we all want when we're growing berries and not other fruits. So I find that when I put the coffee grounds in, I actually get up to 10 times the amount of berries from my varieties than as if I didn't do it. So I did an experiment one year not doing it, and I did an experiment doing it, and I will never go back to not doing it again, because the amount of berries that I got the following year was just astronomical. And anyone that loves berries or have kids that loves berries knows that you want as many berries as you can possibly get. My varieties are, let's have a look. I've got some of the generic ones you can get from Bunnings. So I've got the Sunshine Blue, it's the Nellie Kelly. I think that's possibly the only Nellie Kelly. Oh no, I'm wrong. There's one more. And I think that would be Sunshine Blue. Yeah, it is. Then I have the Peach Sorbet, I think was last year or the year before. It's done really well with its growth last year. Not as many berries, but it actually did really, really well. It was about that big last year, and now it's put on a lot of growth this year, so hopefully lots of fruit. That one I think is another Sunshine Blue. I think I have a pink icing, or 2 pink icings, 2 peach sorbets, 2 jelly bean ones. Most are going to be the Sunshine Blues, because that's what you can readily get here in Canberra anyway. I'm gonna have a look. So yeah, that's another Sunshine Blue. This one is the powder blue. The difference is it's got sort of a matte kind of finish, not a shiny finish on its berry. I don't know, it's probably not my favourite. It's a bit tart. I've got another one up here. This one's the jelly bean. It's really little, it's so compact, and I got tiny little fruits last year, but not a lot. He put on a lot of growth. I think that was one of my acquisitions from last year. And if you come with me, sorry for the wobbly camera, but come into the greenhouse. So it's a lot warmer in here, as you can see. This one's a peach sorbet, and it's actually putting on a lot of growth. This one's started its flowers, so I really need to get my butt into gear in here and pot these up or not. This one It's another powder blue, sunshine blue, oh, more of these Nelly Kellys than I thought. Sunshine blue. Put that back in there so I don't forget what one that is. Another acquisition from last year. Pink icing. I have the burst down there. Now, I don't know if that'll actually come back, and I had the kisses. They do not love cold at all. So I thought that would be interesting, but I really should have put them further in the center of the greenhouse because I think I killed them over winter with Canberra winters. As you can see, flowering already, and this one is pink icing. So pink icing seems to go all right with frost cover. So that's good to note. Sunshine blue seems to do all right. Powder blue seems to do all right. Peach sorbet and pink icing, they do really well, and they were from Bunnings. All right, so as you can see, there's a lot of buds and flowers, and I'm very, very late on putting these up into their pots. I hope I don't knock flowers off. That would make me so sad. So yeah, don't forget the coffee grounds when you do it. The ones that were not in the greenhouse, I basically just had under here and here. So what you can see is it's got the ColourBond fence. It takes the sunlight and keeps the warmth, so I liked that. It also had protection from this side, and I've actually got the shed on this side and more ColourBond down there. And then I've got what fell over in the winds we had the other week, which I've got to fix today. It's top on my list, is this shade structure here. So quite protected from 2 to 3 sides. So even though it did have minus temperatures, they did really, really well. And the only ones that died were those super tropical loving varieties, which was the Kisses and the Burst. They were last year's acquisitions and they weren't very well along. Otherwise, they may have survived if they were older perhaps, but I don't know. I might rebuy this year and see how it goes. These I put here in the raised beds just to give them a bit more room. I have 3 here. I have Sunshine Blue. I have, what's this one? The Blue Rose. So it dropped all of its leaves. Just fine, it's alive. And another Sunshine Blue. This one down here is my oldest. I've had it for about 8 years and it's a bit of a monster of a plant. It needs some pruning. So as you can see here, the bits that are dead are just going to snap off like that. They're dead, they need pruning, they're really dark. These ones are new growth, don't prune those. So anything that you can see that doesn't have buds on it and it has that dead colour, I mean, shouldn't technically do with your fingers. I'm going to get my pruners out, but cut those off because you don't want the energy to have to go all the way up here to then find the new growth. So have it concentrate on its healthy growth. It's tried to produce blueberries over winter. I'm not going to eat that. They'll be very, very tart and not enjoyable to eat at all. So I will probably take those off, prune off the dead, and then this one I won't up pot because it's still got a lot of room in that pot, and I don't think I have a bigger pot. I think most of the bigger pots I've used for the massive cherries and the fruit trees. So because there's a good 20 centimeters, I'll probably get my husband to help me ease that out, put it on the ground, weed that out, tease the roots a little bit, and then fill up probably 10 centimeters on the bottom with the Canberra organic mulch, mushroom compost, and the coffee grounds. put it back in, and then I will put it on top as well, probably about 2 to 4 centimeters, so then I can leave a bit of a gap for water to actually stay in there and not roll out. And hopefully that should help produce really healthy blueberries. I'm going to put the blueberries back under here because I found that the birds took a really long time last year to find them under here, and also my dad hooked up a sprinkler system under there. Thank you, Dad, that's really helpful. It's a bit of a mess at the moment, but I will get that cleaned up. And under here I can probably put an extension shade cloth down so that the birds can't see what's underneath after it's all been pollinated. So I'll leave it out until the flowers fall off and they've been pollinated and the green berries start to form, and then I'll cover it up because I don't need birds and other creatures stealing my blueberries. Well, rather my daughter's blueberries, because who am I kidding, she'll get to them before I do. Alright, if you like what you see, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Thank you for coming along with me on my journey, and there'll be quite a few more little videos I put up as the season starts to get underway. We are the 20th of August today, and spring is literally, what, under 2 weeks away. Can't wait. Until then, bye.